Cancers? Welcome to your love reading for the month. This is in the format of person A, person B. Figure out where you are in the storyline. God damn, why are we starting off like that? All right, so person A, you got the Four of Wands in reverse along with the Devil card in reverse. Person B. Okay, that was too many cards. Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hermit card. The Fool, the Star, the Five of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. All right. I'm getting a push-pull energy here. Okay, so person A. I'm getting rockiness. There's a rockiness that's happening here. This just doesn't feel like a connection that is stable right now. I don't know if you guys are fresh off of an argument or a disagreement of sort or a separation. Don't know, but it just seems like whatever this foundation was, it seems like it was the ties or the reason for the connection was not necessarily for the best reasons. Like it wasn't based on love. Maybe it was based on a lie, you know, or whatever the case is. Or maybe it was based on sexual attraction as opposed to true love, you know. It's something like that happening there. So it seems as if person A is realizing that. Person B is a bit more distant. Maybe both parties have noticed that or they knew it. Oh my God, what is happening? It seems as if person A is just realizing that. Person B knew that. Person B, it feels like they were already aware that this was a toxic situation. They was just they weren't waiting for person A to figure it out, but they was just like, yeah, that's just what we are. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah, we're toxic. Don't you like that shit? Oh my God. So it's a little bit of epiphany for person A. Oh, wow. Okay. This is that's interesting. How does person A feel about person B? All right. They don't know what to do about it. They feel like they can't move on. They feel kind of trapped in the situation now. Now with this information, it's like, okay, person A is like, yo, did you realize we were toxic? Person B is like, duh, I've been knowing we was toxic. I've been trying to tell you we're toxic. I've been trying to tell you we're not that compatible, but you kept saying that we were. And now person A is like, oh, you were trying to say that. That's what you meant. Well, now that if I knew that, I would have left. Person B is like, really? I mean, I knew that and I stayed. So like, what you talking about? Person A cannot really live with that truth the way person B can. Wow. All right. This just feels really deep, man. Oh my gosh. How does person B feel about person A? Some of you guys, this could be a marriage, you know. See, because person A, oh my gosh. Oh. All right, because here's the thing. Now, I don't know if person B was the one bringing the toxicity, and now person A is like, oh, I didn't know we were this toxic because you were toxic. I don't know. I honestly feel like both parties play their role in creating a toxic situation for each other. But person B was like cool with it, you know? Person A might have been more in denial, and they might not have been as aware of their own toxicity and how they contributed to this dynamic. They might have had some false sense of what love looked like, and it fed into this person's toxic behavior, you know? It's so interesting. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know, what's interesting about this is that it feels like person B, the person who was like, all right, it's toxic and I'm cool with it. I feel like they were watching person A. They knew that person A was, oh, this is crazy. All right, look. you figure out where you are in the storyline, okay? Both parties are definitely playing a role in creating toxicity. Person B is more self-aware. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Person B is more self-aware than person A. Person A was living in this story that they told themselves about this connection. Like, yeah, we're madly in love, this and that and that. And person B is like, okay, you want to create this lie? Let's live this lie. I'm with it. You know, but they also looked at it like, damn, person A is pretty toxic, but I'm gonna just love them anyway. You know, with the Empress and the Emperor coming through, they're like, okay, but we're a good partnership anyway. You know, that's the energy there. Person B was aware of the toxicity all along. And I feel, it just feels like a level of distance with person B. I don't know if they were feeding. I don't want to take the responsibility off of them. I'm trying to watch my words here. I don't want to take the responsibility off of them, but it feels like they've been more distant and more just accepting, while person A was like, just unknowingly creating this toxicity. It was like they were living this definition of a toxic love, but person A looked at it like true love, while person B already knew, I know this ain't true. I know this is, oh, this is tough. Oh, this feels tough. And it feels deep. And it's like, if this is a marriage where you guys have been together for a while, then this is really a tough moment of truth for person A, because I don't even think that they could be completely mad at person B about this. It's more so about person's A perception of love. It was skewed all this time. What they thought love was. I mean, the idea of what they imagined love to be, they had it, but now they're realizing that their little whatever their childhood idea of love, it was actually very skewed. And it wasn't modeled on true love. And now they're like, fuck, so what am I supposed to do about this? I don't know why I keep feeling like person B, they just feel way more self-aware and like, or just aware of this situation. And I feel like they were like, at some point, person A is going to realize what's happening here. But until then, let's just play this charade. Oh my God. This is so tough. All right. Whoever this is, I'm definitely sorry. All right. What is person A feeling to see? Yeah, it's like someone is kind of stuck in their tracks. They're like, yeah, look at that. The Knight of Wands, they kind of want to run, but it's just like, yeah, I can't run. This is crazy. And also, they're just like, looking at them, they're stunned. Person A is stunned. They're stunned. And person B was just waiting for person A to realize what was happening. But it's something about this connection where you guys work together well. With that Three of Pentacles, and you have the Empress and the Emperor. It's like maybe you guys already built something together. Maybe you guys make money together, whatever the case is. So that part made it seem like this was a functional, healthy situation. But when it came down to brass tacks, when it came down to the real emotional state or the reciprocity of love in this connection, when it came down to that, it was like, that's not really there. What's person B feeling the same? Wow. We have the Star card coming out, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Temperance card in reverse. This will change the game in the connection for sure. Right now, person A is stunned, but there's going to be some liberation that happens as a result of this. I do want to say that because, oh gosh, this is a tough pill to swallow. I just like gulped really hard. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna try and say it lightly and gently. But when you realize that, hey, this wasn't based on true love, and this actually wasn't the one that I thought they were. When I realized, oh, I just fell in love with them because of my skewed or warped sense of love. And now that I'm going to therapy, I have this healthier sense of love. And now that I'm evolving, I have this healthier sense of love. But my unhealed self thought that this was love all this time, and now I'm realizing it's not. Then it's just it just seems like it's coming through, like the time that was, and the energy that was put into this. Someone's going to feel like time was stolen. I feel like person B, they're aware of time ticking. They've been aware of this. And they knew shit was going to hit the fan. They are given the masculine energy, to be honest. Where they're just like, okay, I'm waiting for you to wake up. So I don't know why. It could be that the masculine is more spiritually awakened as well. But they definitely have more insight into the reality. They're more realistic they had a more realistic perspective of this. And they're just like, when person A realizes that they don't really love me the way they think they do, then we're probably going to be able to free ourselves from the situation. That's what I'm getting here. It's kind of sad, because person B is looking at the situation. They've been in a situation knowing, like, you don't love me the way you think you do. You're just latching on because of A, B, and C. They saw into person A. Wow, this is really tough. Okay. What's advice for person A? Yeah, now they're going to be looking at, with the Six of Pentacles coming through, they're no longer in this illusion of what they thought love was. They have this clarity of what equal reciprocity is. All right, here's another storyline when it comes to this. It could be person B was never putting in the effort, because I am getting that distance. It had to be some distance here where they kind of checked out a little bit, because they already saw, like, hey, this is built on toxicity. This isn't true love. So I don't think they were ever, their level of investment just wasn't going to be there. But they knew it worked, so they were just rocking with it. Because with that Five of Pentacles in a reverse and a Hermit card, it's just like, they see it coming. That's the thing. They saw it coming. They're just like, well, let's just write it out. I'm just going to write it out until person A sees. Anyway, so person A, they're seeing they're seeing why person B acted the way they did in this relationship, why person B was not giving that much to the connection, why they were withdrawn, or why they maybe felt so distant or cold in this connection. It's like, oh, you just wasn't really feeling this. But then it's a deeper reason, like, oh, and they weren't feeling it because this wasn't actually real love. Oh, and I lied to myself and called this real love because childhood trauma, 1, 2, 3. You know, they just have these, oh, holy shit moments, person A. Both parties played a role in creating the situation, of course. And it's just a difficult, very complex situation here, is what I'm getting. And I'm not going to say, oh my God, I feel sorry for person B. It is sad that person B will stay in a connection knowing that they're not going to get the love that they want, you know. They're just like, I know I'm not going to get the love that I want from this connection. I know that I can't love them the way that they want to be loved. I know this. But this person is acting like I'm the love of their life, so I'm just going to keep rolling with this. But it was a burden on them not speaking up. And I really feel like they were waiting for person A to be the first one to say it. because they weren't going to initiate it. Moon card. They were carrying this burden secretly. And I don't want to say like waiting to be free or waiting to exhale or waiting for a chance to actually experience true love elsewhere. But there is something like that happening. So now that the truth is out, now that both parties are realistic about what's happening here, the question is, Four of Swords, pause. What do we want to do now? What do we need moving forward? What do we need to feel happy? Person B already having a realistic perspective of the situation. They probably already thought about it. They already know what they want, I feel like. Person A, they're stunned right now, so they really have a lot to work through. I think person B, your advice is to actually, you know, open up a little bit more about this burden that you're carrying, what you've seen in this connection, and why you know it, why you have this perspective that you have. And person A, there's a need for you to say, hey man, I deserve someone to be more connected, because person B was withdrawn for a reason. This is a tough one, but you know, it's definitely a moment of growth. If this is a pivot for sure, to say the least, not to put it lightly, but this is a major pivot in both of you guys' life. But it is for the best, and you guys are going to find your level of happiness moving forward because of it. All right, well, until we meet again, peace.